I don't wanna give no more pain. I wish this pain would go away. I don't wanna receive no more pain. I wish this pain would go away. God, please take the pain away. I could still hear the shots that left my man Big laying on my knees crying and praying. Then I said, God, why? Got to know how hard we try. Don't let him die. Please don't let my nigga be dead. But it was too late. California sealed his fate. Gone now, hard to move on now. Fuck making songs now. Wish I could die, I could fly. If they don't give a fuck it, why should I? That's when Big spoke, pulled up in a glistening 3 with platinum wings and said, Puff, listen to me. He put his hands on my head and said, I live through you. Make hits continuous, this is what we do. I know it might be strenuous and times it's hard. Just keep the faith, cause now we rhyme with God. Plus you owe it to yourself and don't forget the kids. That's when I opened up my eyes and knew Bad Boy lives. I wish this pain would go away. I wish this pain would go away. One day the pain is gonna stop. I wish this pain would go away. One day there's gonna be no more pain. I wish this pain would go away.
Tell me, man, don't let these motherfuckers fuck your shit up, dog. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't let them fuck your paper up, man. Please, Big. Focus your mind, man. Do your albums. Make them hot joints, man. Fuck these niggas, man.
Puff Daddy,
Fuck these
Diddy, P. Diddy, the diddler, when he finally gets indicted and we start analyzing the music, there's eerie foreshadowing. There is a lot of hidden clues that we can uncover and decipher when he uses the outro of Big. When Big says, don't let anyone fuck up your paper. Well, wasn't Big on his way out negotiating a new deal? Puff, what are you telling us? Was Big going to be the main one to mess up your paper, sir? There's a lot of telling things in this verse that to me lay out the whole mapped out blueprint. And when you take somebody this close to you, that's when his eyes turned black. So when we know that his eyes turned black, can see it from this view. Listen to some of these lyrics.
Right. Don't let him die. Please don't let my nigga be dead. But it was too late. California sealed his fate.
The question I have, Puff, is why were you so hard pressed on him still going to California when he wanted to stay home? Very odd choice of wording. We know you're not a lyricist. We know that you had help writing this song, but you still made tweaks to the vernacular. California sealed his fate because you had him stay in California. Let's continue.
Hard to move on now. Fuck making songs now. Wish I could die, I could fly. If they don't give a fuck it, why should I?
If they don't give a fuck, why should I? So are you coming to grips with what you've done? Why should you care about what? What are you not caring about? Are you not caring about the act and the repercussions of your actions? Did this spill over? What was that about? If they don't give a fuck, why should I? So are you wiping your hands clean, Puff? They can't even forge together real content. They're watching clips of music videos. Where is the real family bonding? Oh, there was none. It was all a facade, an act, a play to get the bag. It's always about your pleasure, how you can get the bag. So much so that there's no real content of y'all out there. So you have to fake it. Man, what is this? I don't think you guys are not noticing the missing face in this collage of fake reminiscing family members over a music video, not even actual home videos. Yes, it's P. Diddy himself in the tribute to his fallen mans. He's nowhere to be found for the locks in the music video. That should be a no-brainer. Where's Puff? Yeah, this cannot be a Hype Williams joint. I'm sorry, but I've always, out the locks, I've always fucked with Sheik the hardest. And when we start to do our own due diligence, this is a fabricated home family environment for a music video? Where are the home videos of you and Big and Puff actually kicking it at a barbecue? What is this? You could tell Sheik's over here like, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is this? This is not even, this doesn't feel real. This isn't real. What is going on? And how did our guy die? He was the backbone to the whole operation. How does he get clipped? It was crazy about all these coincidences that Diddy came to New York to turn himself in. The feds picked him up and made it seem like he wasn't here to cooperate and turn himself in, so he couldn't get his bail. But Little C's, G Money Young, Sean Combs, they were in the car with Gene Deal and Stevie J. Another notable name that Diddy was with days before he gets indicted by the feds. He was in the other car the night that Big got killed. We're talking about Big and Cali. Are you serious? Gene Deal, Sean Combs, Stevie J, and Gene Deal knows just as much as Keefy D. If Keefy D was the one that got Diddy the gun and no, Gene Deal was in the car with Diddy. Heard the whole convo, the whole breakdown. He's saying it without saying it. Isn't it funny that Stevie J is hanging out with Diddy right before a federal indictment? He was also one of the ones in the car, the ulterior car, not the same car Big was in. Damn. That means Diddy didn't really care if Lil C's got hit too. That's crazy. You can tell he's just like something's up. And where's Puff? Puff ain't even here. Obviously, it's a subliminal message that, hey, you could be next. I'm not going to show up for your funeral or your mass or your wake or pay any of your family's bills after I off you. Scary, man. He's getting everything he deserves. Seriously, what is this? This makes this whole thing look very suspicious. When this is the tribute video and all you're doing is replaying the Hypnotized video and other music videos, and you got, that's not J Hood. I don't even know who that is. You got this guy giggling, supposedly like laughing at good memories. It's a music video. Where's the home videos? This don't look right. Something about this is off.
We'll always love you, babe.
Styles ain't having it, bro. Styles ain't having it, dude.
I look in the clouds, hope you pass the sun.
This was made by the Lox. This was an actual tribute. But Diddy put on the fanfare, right? Because obviously the Lox weren't getting a cut. They weren't getting any money. But I don't know. I don't know about this. Because you know who's the front man, the money man. We asked Diddy, hey, can we get some of those private tapes? You know, the ones that the feds got now? Can we get a couple of those with you and Big at the Barbie? There was none. Prove it too, watch. Fake. The strip. This is all music video. Like, can I see some actual content of y'all all kicking it as
one more chance was right before him.
that to me
Everybody must
is
answer when God's calling. I flew V's with him. I blew trees with him. Couldn't wait to go on tour.
across seas with them.
People seem to get lost and blow things out of proportion. Life is worth more than a coffin.
Come on, Jay. Did Bad Boy own the rights to all his likeness? Did Bad Boy own the rights to all his likeness? We didn't see him not once. I would hope to see a flash of him, you know? This is really weird.
It takes that for us to unite. The only time you see your family is funeral night. Christopher Wallace, Frank White, holding it down. I guess you with the real king in New York now. For real.
I mean, I really love this song. Like, I cried to this song. Looking back at it now, it just seems like there's a lack of content. So that tells me, well, you know, there wasn't the same kind of recording capabilities as before, as there used to be. Guys are, you know, in the upper echelon, and they have access to the big body cameras. I mean, shit, my dad recorded every single football game that I ever played in with the big box camera, and that was that. So this is like after, this is like before that, but it's right around the big box time frame, and they were rich. there's really no excuse as to why we don't have any actual live content of them. Like, there's something going on with his likeness to where Puff literally did not let anything that had to do with this likeness out. And that's why his mom, Big's mom, despises Puff. But once you start going down this wormhole, it's really scary. It's eerie because we have no idea what went on in the backdrop. No idea. But we have Keefy D that when Keefy D's on his last leg, he's going to reveal more information. All these guys, Dame Dash, they're going to reveal more information. Oh, what? Oh, okay. It says here, because police actions in execution of a warrant must be related to the objectives of the authorized intrusion, and because privacy of the home lies at the core of the Fourth Amendment, police officers violate the amendment by bringing members of the media or other third parties into a home during execution of a warrant if presence of those persons was not in aid of execution of the warrant. Now, there was video of, it could have came from law enforcement, but it looked like a media member showing things being dumped in Diddy's office. Like they were just dumping, they were shaking shit out and dumping it. Now, I could be wrong. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. But yeah, you could nullify a warrant based on having a media member there or a member that was not involved in the warrant itself.
They're going to probably be arresting me just because we want to have a good time.
Multiple safes broken into, drawers
Did you
ripped
guys
open,
see that?
Closets ran.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just read you the Fourth Amendment rule and the loophole to that rule, that if the media is present actually during the raid, that it is a breach of Fourth Amendment rights, correct? So check this out. Did you guys see it? I don't know if you saw it. Let's go back. Okay. You see that? You see that aerial shot? Is Entertainment Tonight able to use this footage? Because if it was their aerial shots that captured this footage and they're not actually just piggybacking off of a law enforcement drone, if this is actually a Entertainment Tonight drone overseeing the active search warrant raid happening in his crib, guess what? Yeah, your boy ICU just turned into Johnny Cochran and basically got this whole case. The case has now been imploded, like the Ocean Gate submersible. If this is Entertainment Tonight's drone, you have breached the rules and regulations of an active search warrant, because Diddy's lawyers can basically come in and say, you know what, that wasn't part of the initial search warrant. That is a aerial view, which if it's a law enforcement drone, sure, you can have the aerial view. But if you're showing this aerial view and it's happening during the raid, now you can send that information back to law enforcement. You've just assisted law enforcement in this raid. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but yeah, it's definitely a clever line of reasoning if Diddy's lawyers have looked at this. But this could literally be a loophole in getting the search warrant and all the evidence in that search warrant. So just last but not least, although for purposes of execution, as for many other matters, there is little difference between search warrants and arrest warrants. One notable difference is that the possession of a valid arrest warrant cannot authorize authorities to enter the home of a third party looking for the person named in the warrant. In order to do that, they need a search warrant signifying a magistrate has determined that there is probable cause to believe the person named is on the premises. So that was just a brief overview. Strictly business, and now business is going to take care of Puff. But when we start going down this little wormhole, I go write Jonathan Odie in the federal penitentiary. When Jonathan Odie, when this all is all said and done, and Jonathan Odie gets a Purple Heart for taking one in the freak off and blowing the whole lid off of this, because Cassie kind of did it. Odie was that knight takes bishop at e6. Jonathan Odie needs to get out of federal lockup, guys. All the government officials that watch my videos, Jonathan Odie needs a little treat. Yeah, Jonathan Odie is the reason why Mark Garagos and all these high-profile lawyers, they don't want to touch Diddy, because that trickle-down effect is really real. That trickle-down effect is the reason why Diddy won't make it to trial. They don't want to mess with him because they know that this spiders out into a lot of different entities, and Odie is the top boss when it comes to revealing this information. Why do you think no top profile lawyers want to deal with Diddy? They're blackballed. The higher up said, no, don't touch him. He's toxic.
Pulled up in a glistening 3 with platinum wings and said, Puff, listen to me. He put his hands on my head and said, I live through you. Make hits continuous, this is what we do. I know it might be strenuous and times it's hard. Just keep the faith, cause now we rhyme with God. Plus you owe it to yourself and don't forget the kids. That's when I opened up my...
What exactly do you owe to yourself? And I'm actually going to have to go back and reference scripture and actually do my own due diligence. But is a godly being, a being that has gone to heaven, going to talk to a devilish creature on earth? Absolutely not. Notorious Big did not talk to Puff Daddy once. Even in the maybe 20 or 30 Bible verses I've just read and multiple books of the Bible, the Lord and Jesus and the disciples, they really talk about casting out demons, casting out Satan, rebuking Satan. I cannot find a verse that talks about the interaction of a heavenly creature or heavenly beings actually interacting and talking to the demonic forces. But that we should understand that these demonic forces have the intelligence to, take over our susceptible mind, to ingest doubt, ingest deceit. I can't find anything really in here that shows a direct correlation between a heavenly body engaging with a demonic person on earth or in hell. So the whole premise of this song seems kind of disingenuous, Puff, when we know that Kim Porter, how she left this earth. We know that the coroner, his brake lines got cut. You're facing the Kid Cudi ramifications of putting explosive devices and detonation devices inside his vehicle, like you want him to do his best Goose impression from Top Gun. We don't want that happening. We don't want anything like that happening, but you are now starting to feel that karma coming full circle. So do I believe that Notorious Big, if it was God's ordinance and he accepted Christ into his heart and he is in heaven, do I believe that he was directly talking to Diddy? No, I don't. I do not. A lot of conjecture in this song. I mean, this song is a heavy song because I would feel pain. I would have to run like 7, 8, 10 miles a day, 12. And I was out there to set records, school records. I wasn't out there to pity pat around. So I really felt this song like from a symbolic standpoint when when Diddy would say and he'd whisper like, when is this pain going to go away? 5 minute per mile pace. And I would be resonating with this song because I'm like, yeah, when is this pain going to go away? And it was just like a symbolic harmony with the undertone of her voice to keep going and keep going and keep going. So I never stopped. And to really come back after all these years and really hear it again, it's after everything that's transpired, it's really eye-opening, intriguing to understand that a man, once he gets to a certain level, thinks he's at a level of power, but they can snatch you right back down, can't they? And they will. They have. They haven't yet, but they will. This is all a fabrication and a cover-up for what he did. And just like the album is titled, in Diddy's mind, in Diddy's own actions, there's no way out. There is absolutely no other way that this will end. There will be no trial. This will not be Diddy in a cell. This will be Diddy gone before the evidence or any other spidering of the evidence can transpire. Inevitably, Diddy predicted his own fate because of his actions. There's simply no way out.
I wish this pain would go away. God, please take me.
What do you owe to yourself? Is this a pat on the back? Is this a congratulatory statement, trying to frame it like you're talking through Big, but you're talking about yourself to yourself? What does anything have to do with you He's gone. No. No. This whole album is fucked for me now. I listened to this song again when I just saw the newest edition of the Freak Off Exodus, the Aftermath. And when I heard that song, I said, oh my God, no way. And I just would be, listen to those ad-libs, the keys, just be running. And it's, bro, it's all fucked up now. Just like, what's the song? It's all fucked up now. You know what? Let's go to the outro one last time, because it's very telling what he decides to use as big snippet. Why did he use this language?
As a new bad boy lives.
I wish this pain.
Real quick, we know that when he allegedly did what needed to be done for quote unquote bad boy and for the protection of the discography, we know that his eyes turned black. So this last bar is very telling. Listen to this. And why is he in all black at the front of the album cover? What are you telling us, Puff?
To yourself and don't forget the kids. That's when I opened up my eyes and knew bad boy lives.
You opened up your eyes. They were jet black with the events that have transpired, and you have now stated and pledged your allegiance to bad boy. This is devil worship. 100% the blueprint. You opened up. You're not praying to God. You've basically sacrificed big, and you opened up your black, dark eyes and stated that bad boy lives.
Wish this pain would go away. I wish
Listen
this
to Big's
pain
outro.
would go away.
One day the pain is gonna stop.
No, it won't.
Go away.
Edibisi's waiting.
One day there's gonna be no more pain.
I wish this pain
Not for you, champ.
Tell me, man, don't let these motherfuckers fuck your shit up, dog. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't let them fuck your paper up, man. Please.
Oh, so Puff, you don't care who it is? I'm off this shit. You can take whatever you want. You could say that I'm framing and leading. I'm not doing any of the sort. When I heard this again, I'm dumbfounded and I'm shocked, and I'm just a little bit perplexed on how a man can be this evil, that you can just live and you can wade in evil. It's ICU, and everything about us is blue collar, and we gets it out the mud. It's God first, and I want y'all to please stay tuned.